It's time to see if we have enough to go in here. It was long. It was very long. Are you okay? Is your spirit still alive? Do we have all the pieces we want lined up on the game board? Is this everything we have in our hands to go up against Takano and the others in the game of fate in the 5th June of the 58th year of the Showa era? I think we have everything. And last but not least, Tanyu, it's you. The time you have left to be a piece is limited. That doesn't mean you can't show up in the game. Shall we start? I put in hundreds of years for this. He said to believe is like betting a coin of hope. In other words, it's risky to believe in something. You gain something if you win, but if you lose something. As with any gamble, we try to make sure we win and then bet a coin. But as with any gamble, there's no guarantee we will win. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. And that's how you increase the number of coins of hope. But if you keep losing, you don't even want to bet anymore. Then you realize that if you don't bet, you don't have to lose anything. Not to bet on anything is the same as not to believe in anything. Not to believe in anything is the same as not to get involved in anything. Not to get involved in anything is the same as not to exist. Therefore, she didn't exist. Ooh. The one coin she has in her heart is the last one. If she loses it, she'll disappear. That's why she's hesitating to bet. She has been running, trying not to get involved in any type of match because she's afraid to bet it accidentally. But just like in a game of poker, she can lose her coin by quitting. She tries not to lose the last coin. That just means she's going to lose the last coin slowly, without even putting up a fight. There's something she doesn't know. Actually, I didn't know that either. In our game, the winning average increases with the amount of coins wagered. In other words, the chance of losing increases depending on how frightened we are. And just like carrying a portable shrine, it's impossible to carry such a heavy thing individually. But when people put their strength together, it gets lifted easily. There's a clear borderline between too heavy to lift and easily lifted. It's just like how the balance on a scale tips with just a little weight. A big and heavy portable shrine can't be lifted. Everyone is trying to lift it. I don't help because I know it can't be lifted. I don't participate in a game I know I won't win. I don't bet my coin. But that's wrong. Maybe the portable shrine can be lifted if I join. For the longest time, I've been pretending to be a bystander. I always thought I was there just to find out if it's worth betting or not. But that's wrong. I'm not an onlooker, nor should I be a bystander. I should participate. The game I'm facing doesn't look like a game I can win. It doesn't look like a game that's worth betting on. But by betting on it, or by participating in it, or by believing in it, the outcome may change. To bet on something is the same as to believe in something. To believe in something is the same as to be involved in something. To be involved in something is the same as to exist. Therefore, she was there. That's why I'm participating now. I'm getting off the sidelines and I'm reading that. Okay, everyone, homeroom is starting. No more chit-chatting. Class rep, go ahead. All rise. Bow. Good morning. Sit down. Rattle, rattle, rattle. This is a usual morning. The only difference is that it started a little later than usual. Chie-sensei normally arrives in the classroom right on time, but she's a little late today. Rumor about the reason for the late start of homeroom was going around already in the classroom before Chie-sensei arrived. Chie-sensei gives a cue, and a girl peeks in timidly. Oh. Here's a new student, Furude Hanyu-san. She's gonna join us starting today. Wow! The voices of a warm welcome, delight, and surprise all mixed together and fill the classroom. Furude? Is she related to Rika-chan? Yes, she is. She's my distant relative. Oh my, I'm surprised too. I didn't know Rika had relatives. Boy, Uncle Mion didn't know either. Well, the three families are rather complicated. I wouldn't be surprised if I had distant relatives. You have relatives everywhere, Mion. But she sure is Rika-chan's relative. Oh, what a cutie! Oh. All the classmates get excited. The new student is rather intimidated by it. Rika-chan is rather carefree, but this Hanyu seems like the complete opposite. She's more the shy, small animal type. She's the exact type Rena loves. Look! Rena is already about to swallow her whole... Oh god, Rena, please stop. Okay, Hanyu-san, please introduce yourself. Everyone be quiet. Okay, Hanyu-san, please. Maybe I shouldn't do voices. I'll do the other narration. Chie-sensei comes off the platform and encourages her to take over. The silence is pressuring her even more, and she just stands there timidly for a little bit. That's understandable. This is very nerve-wracking. I'm Furude Hanyu. I'm Rika's relative. Me? She's my relative. Please be nice to her. Rika-chan knows she's too nervous to introduce herself. That's right. It's not fair to pressure her with silence. That's why I decided to make it more lively. Oh, two Furudes in this class. And how about we call her Hanyu-san? That's true. It's our rule to call each other by our first names. She's one of us starting today, so we should call her by her first name. Okay, it's decided. We'll call you Hanyu starting today. Sonozaki Mion, the class rep. Call me Mion, okay? Oh, I'm Hojo Sadako. Very nice to meet you, Hanyu-san. Hey, Daiki! Tomita-kun. And Okamura-kun. Let's be friends, okay? What grade are you in? People fall all over each other to introduce themselves. Everyone wants her to remember his or her name so they can be friends. Such a friendly air fills the classroom. I've only just transferred recently myself, but this is exactly how it was on my first day, too. Remember how I appreciated this because I was so nervous, too. I know more than anyone how nerve-wracking it is to be a new student. I should look after her. Oh, yes. That it is. Kei-chan's turn to look after her. Oh no, a new student always changes the atmosphere of the class dramatically. Even my attitude has changed. We decide to gather around Hanyu during lunch break. Lunchtime. Okay. You only ask Hanyu one question each, okay? Here we go. Let's ask her some personal questions and we'll get to know her really well. Let's see. Who's the first one to ask? Okamura. What is your favorite food? Oh, I like sweets. My favorite is ice cream. Cream puffs. Oh, that's wonderful. I love cream puffs, too. There's a very good sweet shop in Okinomiya. I'll take you there sometime. Okay, boys. Did you hear all that? If you want Hanyu to like you, get her some cream puffs, okay? Not the cheap ones, though. Get her the expensive ones. Go all out. Let's see, who's next? Nobody? Then I'll ask the color of her underwear. Oh god, Uncle Mion. Everyone keeps asking Hanyu questions, and she's starting to panic. I guess this is like a traditional ceremony for a new student. Remember, this is exactly how my first day was. Mion and Sadako act amusedly, so it's the same for them, too. Rena is watching this with deep emotion. I bet she's remembering her first day, too. Are you remembering your first day too? Eh? Ah, yeah. Are you thinking about something else? You weren't thinking about taking Hanyu home, are you? Oh, oh no. Not thinking that Hanyu-chan likes cream puffs, that I have some good cream puffs at home, so I should come home. Oh no. It's your fault, Rana. Don't kidnap her. As we watch Hanyu and our classmates have fun, Rana and I laugh together. Oh, this is great. Yeah, it is. It's always good to have new classmates. Not that, I mean, I think I've seen her a few times before. Hanyu? She and her family. He's been here for a long time. Been right beside us all this time, watching us play. For a very long time. Huh? Is it just me? Rena has met her before. From what I can see, this is the first time Mion and Sadako have met Hanyu. If she has been close to us, like Rena says, it's impossible that none of us would remember her. She couldn't have been here that often. Do you think so? Yeah. Oh. Rena seems to be trying to remember more. It's probably one of those deja vu experiences. Although it's the first time you see something, it feels like you've seen it before. Oh well, just forget about it. She's here now, right? Well, she's here now. She always appeared to be eager to join us. Yeah, I don't doubt that, but she never had the will to take that risk to join us. Rena smiles with tears in her eyes. Rena knows. When I look, Rika-chan has the same expression too. I don't understand why those two have that expression. But as soon as Sadako comes over and pulls a prank, my question disappears. Ow, ow. Oh god, everything's blowing up now. Thanks, Sadako. Goodbye. These are the words that make me feel good at school. As soon as the last class ends, the classmates run out of the classroom. Hanyu was popular all day today. She's Rika-chan's age, so all the lower grade students gathered around her. Older students like me and Neon didn't have a chance to get close to her. Well, I'm sure they'd rather have a new student who's their age than a scary-looking older student. Heh. You look scary at first, Keiichi. Yep. I was just trying to be friendly. You're far from friendly. You slapped my forehead on the first day. Remember? A frog in your desk. She had to do something to me? Aw. It's just Sadako's way of saying hello. With a thumbtack in your seat and a frog in your desk. Well, that blackboard eraser trap sure helped me lose my attention. If I admit that, Sadako will be elated, so I'll never admit it. Never. He must have gone home with everyone. Oh. Well, that's sweet. First day is exhausting. Oh, ho, ho. Oh, man. Club time. I haven't rubbed the loser's head. Oh, I won't lose. Showdown time. Oh yeah, this is gonna be good. Ah. Oh, pardon me. For us members, our club activities are our main purpose to come to school. In a way, our time to be alive comes after school's out. If there's no club activity, there's no point of coming to school. So it's natural for us to be excited about this. What shall be an adequate game? We hear the door open. Oh! Hanyu. Oh, hello. Thought she'd already gone home. Did she forget her lunchbox or something? It's not that big a deal to forget a textbook, but you can't forget a lunchbox. Oh, well. Oh. She's looking at us apologetically. What is it? Are we in the way? She keeps looking at us timidly. Are we sitting in Hanyu's seat? No, we're not. What is it? Come on, out with it. Rena talks to her, but there's no communication. It's almost like trying to have a conversation with a stray cat. What is this? Hanyu is staring at something. I follow her gaze and I see Rika-chan. Hanyu is staring at Rika-chan apologetically. Me? Oh, the conversation of two stray cats. You need to say it yourself, Hanyu. Oh? I finally figured it out. Ah, Hanyu wants to say something, but she doesn't know how to say it, so she wants Rika-chan to say it for her. Rika-chan is telling her to say it herself. That means we need to listen to what Hanyu wants to say. We patiently wait for Hanyu to say something. Then I think about what happened this morning, and I realize this kind of silence makes her even more nervous. Rena notices that and starts talking to her in a sweet tone of voice. What is it, Hanyu-chan? Can you tell me? I'll help you. Oh. What is it? Can you tell me one more time? Ow. What? Rena raises her voice. What? Tell Uncle Mion too. What is it? Are you sure? What is it? You need to share it with us all. Well, I want to join the club. What? Hanyu says it loudly, as if to shake off the embarrassment. Oh boy, where did you hear about us? Oh, I want to join. I want to join the club. Very good. You did a great job. Clap, clap, clap. Rika-chan seems to have known that Hanyu wanted to join the club all along. Mion folds her arms with a smile and glares at Hanyu as if she's appraising her. Needless to say, Hanyu is intimidated. How brave of you to want to join us. But our club isn't just a regular club. Only a selected few are allowed to join us, and that's only after they pass a gruesome trial. Just because you want to join doesn't mean you can join, you know? Hanyu-chan. Mi-chan's club looks fun, but, it's not that easy. Oh, I already know that. You must win, otherwise you don't know what'll happen. Are you sure you're aware of that? I won't lose. Besides, Hanyu swallows once and says what's on her mind. It was a big thing to say for her. It sounds like it has a deep meaning. I used to hate to lose, so I always ran away from the game. But to run is worse than to lose. I can win only if I continue to fight. Ooh. I cut off the rest of that sentence. I apologize, Hanyu. When Mion realizes that although she looks timid, Hanyu is actually courageous, she grins. I bet she likes her. Well, how brave she is. How about it, Mion? Why don't we let her try, huh? Let her take the entrance exam. It usually takes more than a few weeks to determine if one is even qualified to take the entrance exam. Yet she wants to take it on her first day. What should I do? Mion pretends to be stubborn, but in reality she's simply playing with her. If she actually didn't want her to join, she would have refused right away. Of course, if Hanyu was bothered by this kind of intimidation, she wouldn't be able to survive in this club. Just like Rena and Sadako said, our club is tough. You have to win. Only first place is good enough. But if you come last, you will wish you were never born. Oh. I'll do my best. But the punishment is actually fun too. Hanyu-chan has been watching the whole time, huh? You've been wanting to join for the longest time, huh? I get the feeling Rena is mumbling something like that. Mion, come on, let her try. I got in by going through that too, you know? That's true. Let's see what Hanyu-san has got. Hanyu-chan, have fun. I won't back off, okay? I won't back off either. I will only give it my best against Hanyu. Oh. Very well. Furude Hanyu, you're on. You're allowed to take the entrance exam. Okay then. We have to play a game that Hanyu knows how to play. What would be good? Oh, what about this? Mion throws a deck of cards onto the desk. Does this mean we'll play a game that everyone knows? How about Old Maid? Oh, that's fine. Here she goes. This is exactly what I had to go through when I went through the entrance exam. This is the Ganpai card game. Oh, that's a very enthusiastic response. But our club's Old Maid is a little different. Most of the cards had scratches on the back, so by memorizing the scratches, you can tell what card it is. In other words, the more you've played this game, the better you are at it. This is simply a game to be mean to newcomers. Hanyu-chan, you can do it. This is a trial. Oh. You can do it. Yeah. This brings back memories. I had to go through this too. It just happened recently, but I feel such a deep feeling of nostalgia. However, that doesn't mean I'll go easy. Just like how merciless they all were when I did it. I'll put everything into this. Right, everyone? Watch out, Hanyu-san. Here we go. If you want to join, let us see what you got. Yes! Here she goes. Yeah! I'll call your hand from the right, okay? Ace, 3, 4, 7, Jack, and Queen. It's too late to hide now. Ow. Sorry, Hanyu-chan. This is the Ace of Spades, right? I'm done. Ha. Do you get it, Hanyu? This is the entrance exam for this club. Me? Keiichi put his grudge from his entrance exam into this game. Come on, Kei-chan. Are you sure you should be saying things like that? Hanyu, take Kei-chan's card on the right. That's what you need to win. Oh, God. Oh, I'm done. Whoa, that's not fair. Okay, I'm dead serious now. How dare you make me mad? Hanyu, do you want to go home leashed, wearing shorts with a tail on them on your first day? Oh, God. Oh, my. You would look better in them, Keiichi-san. Oh, yes. And I'm going to take him home with me. Oh, God. I'll make him do that punishment. That's a great idea. I'm into. Hey, you guys, why are you picking on me, huh? Fine. I'm going to make you all do the punishment. Oh, God. Do we have enough shorts with tails on them? Do we have enough leashes? It's a brutal battle. And we'll be right back with more Higurashi. Okay, this is the banquet section. Can you hear me? One more speech, and then we'll move on to a toast. Oh, are you ready? This is the back end. We're ready. We can't hear anything from inside, so please give us a cue when the speech is finishing up. 10 bellows per table, okay? Make sure you serve your table smoothly. Young waiters with bow ties get bottles of beer ready for a toast. There are several dozen tables with white tablecloths on them in the banquet room. Approximately 8 people are sitting at each table, so there are at least a few hundred people there. The banquet room is filled with excitement. There are many plates with different kinds of food on each table. A sushi platter, sashimi platter, fruit platter. Also, along the wall there are cooks ready to serve fresh sashimi. All the guests appear to be well-mannered gentlemen, and obviously they are notable people from different fields. The huge and beautiful chandelier above them clearly tells them that this hotel holds a status good enough for these famous people. An elderly gentleman is giving a long speech on stage before making a toast. Usually people don't like such long speeches, especially if it's before a toast. We want a drink. But the guests are actually excited with his speech. Maybe the word excited is unsuitable. Maybe it should be described as an upsurge in a strange way. Anyway, Japan accepted the demand for unconditional surrender, and the day they did, the Pacific War ended. In other words, even if they had to take care of the business, the war ended that day according to international law. And from that day on, there was peace. Therefore, if any troops invaded Japanese land during that peace, that would be an encroachment against Japan. No matter what the Soviet Union says, the Northern Territories are Japanese land, and it's obvious that the Soviet Union invaded illegally. That's right. And now they want to settle by returning 2 islands to us? Who do they think they're kidding? Listen, Habamai, Shikotan, Kunashiri, and Idorofu are all Japanese islands. If we put them together, they'll be bigger than 1 prefecture. What would you think if a Soviet troop invaded one of our prefectures? Would you settle for just getting a half of the prefecture back? No, you wouldn't, right? You should get the whole prefecture back. However, the Soviet Union claims they have a vested right to the islands. They're got to be kidding. We must resist them with all possible means. We want all the Northern Territories back. We must unite and obtain an unshakable willpower as a country. Applause fills the banquet room. All the gentlemen agree and express that they feel the same way by cheering him on. Akasaka. In this excitement, there are 2 people standing by the wall who don't seem to fit in this environment. They're wearing sharp-looking suits, and they're a little too old to be called young men. However, compared to all the elderly gentlemen in the banquet room, they are rather young. Let's just jam out to this music for a little bit. Rad. Why do politicians care so much about believing in nationalism? That's simple. Politicians want votes. They are elected by getting enough votes. However, not everyone over the age of 20 votes. Majority votes come from people who are already retired and living rather leisurely. And those are the ones who are interested in politics. That's... So the key to getting enough votes is whether to get attention of the older generation. Yeah. War happened only 40 years ago, fresh in the minds of the older generation. In other words, the generation that's interested in voting is the pre-war generation. My mother talks about air raids often. She used to live near Suidobashi, and she lost all her family in an air raid. Man, she had to walk across the burnt fields all alone. That's right, our parents went through the war. They had to believe in death for the country. Although Japan lost the war, things changed because of the war, and that's why we have peace today. Ah yeah, I hear that a lot. If Japan hadn't fought in the war, Asia would still be a colony of the white people. There was no way we could have won. What is this? We needed to fight in that war, or something like that. In that case, no matter how much they preach pacifism, politicians can't ignore the pre-war generation. War is bad. We should never again fight a war. But that war was necessary. Unless they say that, it's like they are denying the lives of that generation. I see. Politicians have to work hard to earn votes, huh? However, it would be one thing if they were truly proclaiming their own beliefs, but some are simply saying that to get votes. Unless we get rid of those contemptible politicians, our post-war days won't end. So the ghost of war will be handed down to the next generation, and things will never change. They'll keep repeating that the war in the early 20th century was justified yet regrettable every time an election takes place. It's simple. All the young people need to vote. Don't get fooled by the war stories and elect the ones who are actually concerned about political issues. Relevant message for today. Relevant message. All the young people need to vote. Vote for the people who are actually concerned about political issues, not any of these dingbats running in this election. Unfortunately, we have to choose between one of those dingbats. We have to choose between the lesser of two evils, which is probably Hillary. Ah, Akasaka-san, isn't that the F table? There she is. Let's go. The speech is ended, and the elderly gentlemen are giving the man on stage a standing ovation. The two guys walk through the crowd and get close to an old lady in a kimono. Yes? That would be me, but who are you? I made an appointment with you on the phone yesterday. I'm Akasaka. Sniffle, 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 sniffle. My husband worked so hard for this country, but... Madam, I understand what you're going through. This is nothing unusual. Nobody remembers if there was a donation or not, so a handful of politicians were questioned. As a result, some came up with a scheme to blame a sickly, elderly man who already retired. He only has a short time to live anyway. It's perfect for them. The elderly man is already sick in bed, but the shock of his buddies betraying him has taken away his will to live. The only thing his wife can do is simply watch him suffer. The lady keeps crying while telling the guys about her husband's achievements. If your husband is in fact innocent, a judge will rule accordingly. Don't worry, all false accusations will be cleared. I already know that. Because he is innocent, but he won't live to see the verdict. He worked so hard for this country, and this is what he gets in return at the end? How can he rest in peace? Akasaka nods and tries to find the right words to say to her. His colleague rummages through a pile of paperwork beside him. The papers are filled with fine print, and it's hard to tell what they are. However, the way he's looking at them clearly tells it's something extremely important. Akasaka-san, this is amazing. This records exactly how the money moved. Akasaka gives him a sign to tell him that this isn't the place to rummage through it. Madam, there isn't any more paperwork, right? No, that was the only thing in his safe. Please use it and prove my husband's innocence. My husband took such good care of them, yet they betrayed him. Whoa. Madam, you do understand that some things in these documents work against him, don't you? Yes, I understand that. One can't be honest all the time when one is a politician. I am a wife of a politician. Thank you for your cooperation. I will use this to expose the injustice. Only one thing. May I ask you one thing, though? Could you wait until my husband passes before making this public? The paperwork Akasaka received is something her husband should take to the grave with him. It is something that shouldn't exist in this world. If this goes public, her husband's name will be disgraced. Akasaka nods. I understand. I promise you. A huge amount of public funding comes from Kasumi Gaseki. It goes to substructures as national expenses, but there are always some who want to suck up the funds by mixing a hidden agenda with it. They want profits, protection, and more than enough dividends for the benefit of their own organization. Some sponsors approach politicians and government officials just to get what they want, and the government officials get spoiled by it. This is looking promising. Akasaka definitely was not here before when we put these pieces together. So, we'll be back. We'll be back with more Higurashi. Until then.